We call it Site B. Originally a massive holding pen and secondary research facility for our dinosaurs. Spared no expense.
Didn't want to keep all your eggs in one incubator, huh, John?
Aye, that is certainly one way to look at it.
And another way, John?
It's also about the diversity of the environment.
In other words, you weren't sure they'd survive on Isla Nublar.
Darwin's most famous works were centered on species he studied on the Galapagos Islands, isolated.
It also has the benefit of keeping our work away from prying eyes.
Yeah, and making potential rescue like thousands of miles away.
Always the negative with you, Dr. Malcolm.
Did you two know about this island?
Of course not. We're in the dark as much as you are, Dr. Malcolm.
Who knows? Maybe it's just our inferior brains that can't cope with chaos.
Well, uncertainty, can be a guiding light. Chaos is about the unexpected, and that's what I'm here for.
Well, I'm here because of the dinosaurs.
And because of the lovely Dr. Sattler, if I'm not mistaken.
That's really not any business of yours.
test our breeding countermeasure on Isla Sorna's wild dinosaur population.
Okay, Ellie. I've identified a suitable group of dinosaurs. Let's isolate them from the rest to perform tests.
Adding to the list. Adding task. Task received. Understood. Taking back control. Heading to pick up the asset. Collecting asset. Acknowledging asset collection request. En route to collect the asset. Commencing asset transit. Asset to be collected. Asset transportation in progress. Transit has commenced. Transporting asset. Heading to collect the asset. Asset transportation complete. Asset has been delivered.
We're administering the breeding countermeasure through the feeders. This is a huge step forward from the previous injection method.
And Mr. Hammond wants to make sure this works.
We'll observe the affected dinosaurs until we can confirm the effectiveness of the treatment. If this works, we won't have to trank the dinosaurs as much. That'll help with their anxiety as well. A prehistoric animal has to be confused when it's being chased by a vehicle. I mean, what point of reference could it possibly have?
I really hadn't thought about it that way before. They're as afraid of us as we are of them. If I were afraid.
Fear is a survival instinct, Cabot. Any animal without it won't be around long.
Then I should be around forever.
Oh, we should observe the dinosaurs and look for behavioral changes. Photographic evidence should do. I'll get together a list.
Mr. Hammond is gonna love this shot.
Something's not right.
There's an understatement.
What do you mean?
The animals here, they aren't responding like they did on Isla Nublar.
I haven't seen any of the dinosaurs exhibiting symptoms.
The two are not mutually exclusive, Dr. Grant.
I think Dr. Malcolm...
Ian, please.
I think Dr. Malcolm is correct. But we need to be sure. In their current state, the dinosaurs aren't eating or drinking. We need to identify the problem. Step 1, slow them down, hit them with the tranq dart. Tests on these dinosaurs are coming back all over the place. It looks like these animals, they've been manipulated.
Theories?
I have plenty.
Which one do you like the most?
Hammond told us there was another company trying to steal InGen's research.
Biosyn.
Right. They got to Nedry.
John believes it was Nedry's greed and Biosyn's money that became the catalyst for what happened to all of us the first time around.
And you think they're at it again?
Or maybe they never left. Let's combat this first, then figure out who's to blame. We'll need to research and use a DNA sequencer to neutralize the effects of the faulty genome. The science needs to be right.
Or the dinosaurs will be wrong.
Dr. Grant, as long as we continue to interfere, the dinosaurs will always be wrong.
We've developed a DART-based solution to the symptoms. The causes, however, they run right to the core of these dinosaurs, to their DNA. The fix will require a recompiled genome and new incubations.
in...
So I hear we've had a spot of good news. We're ready to proceed with incubating new dinosaurs.
John, you were never ready to bring dinosaurs back to life.
A little bit more belief, Dr. Malcolm, and we'll be there soon.
Chaos doesn't require belief.
This is it, isn't it? We're back in the dinosaur business?
I'm calling it paleocuration, but yes, young Cabot, yes we are. And it all starts with our eggs. Dr. Grant, this is where you literally make history.
History with teeth and claws and aggressive dispositions.
I'm ready, John. We'll start by constructing and connecting some hatcheries.
Asset being transported. Asset in transit. Commencing asset transit. Transportation underway. Asset transportation underway. Asset transported. Asset delivered. Asset has been delivered.
The archive of genome data is a mess. We're going to need to rebuild the library with some new fossil samples if we want viable genomes.
What can I do to help, Alan?
But you can help keep the man in black and Hammond's shadow out of my hair for a bit.
I think I'd rather try to break a wild T-Rex.
Don't give Finch any ideas. He'll think that'll make a great ride.
Yep. And I'm worried that he can probably figure out how to talk Hammond into it.
Young Cabot tells me that our first new dinosaurs are healthy and fit, and the countermeasures are working too. Now we can provide the species that Jurassic Park will need. It should be smoother sailing from here on out.
Yeah, unless we hit an iceberg.
An unfair comparison, Dr. Malcolm. Our technology is far more advanced.
Yeah, but not your methodology, John.
Has anyone seen Cabot?
No, not recently.
How much do we know about him?
Cabot? Hammond seems to like him. I've heard he's the son of a friend, which explains his lack of qualifications.
Do we trust him, though?
Hammond does.
That's not what I asked.
And what does Malcolm think?
Ellie, I'm asking you first.
I think Jurassic Park is making you paranoid.
We need to see that all dinosaurs on Isla Sorna are comfortable in their environments before we move our focus elsewhere.
Well, as comfortable as they can be, dragged 65 million years into the future.
We will get to work.
Site B is secure! Great teamwork, everybody!
You really know how to pick a cheerleader, John.
A little enthusiasm never killed anyone, Dr. Malcolm.
Really? Because I feel like your enthusiasm has nearly killed me several times.
And if we could only step aside and trust in nature,